Yo, people, what's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video, what we're going to be talking about is the Liverpool and Tottenham match that just ended 4-3. What a spectacle that was. Liverpool took Tottenham's heart and broke it in the final minutes, almost making sure, guaranteeing that they fall even further down in the pecking order. Then you have Man City going top of the table for the first time since I don't even know when, but they've gone ahead of Arsenal. They've now 2 points ahead of Arsenal, but Arsenal have a chance to take it back on Tuesday. Hopefully we can. And then you have Manchester United securing top four. Newcastle looks scary, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle genuinely looks scary, and we're the next team to face them. So I'm a little bit worried about Newcastle, but I got a full panel for you guys today. Of course, I have the ever so humble Alan Clark in the building doing his thing. Alan, how you feeling?
Humble, I'll take that. I think I'm quite humble. I like to give smoke, but I also take it when needed. So I'd say humble. Yeah, I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Typical Spurs at the moment. Not good enough. We'll get into it. But yeah, it's what to be expected if people saw on my show last night. I knew this was coming. I did say a draw would be a good result. And we fell short. So we'll get into it.
We got Ram in the building. Ram is not humble at all. Mr. Ram is in the building, but this season has humbled him slightly. He just came on earlier telling me how bad his team is. But you must be happy with the win. Anfield, this is Anfield, as people say. You don't lose there. How you feeling, bro?
Man, I am humble. It's just that I back my team. And it's just that if you're going to talk bad about my team, I'll bite back. I am humble. I'm more humble than Alan. What are you saying? What is this, man? What are we doing here? What doing here?
Get out of here.
Let me get everyone in. Let me get everyone in. Next, we got the New York Knickerbocker, aka Staffy, in the building. Manchester United fan, as Manchester United secured top four, basically all but secured, and Bruno Fernandes, captain's performance, scores a goal to secure it. How you feeling, my guy?
Business as usual, Igal. Every week I say we're in secure top four, so nothing new today. Same thing.
It is what it is, eh?
It is what it is, bro.
And then we got Jassim in the building to end off the panel today as we're waiting for Hamza to pop in, as he is going to be the Manchester City representative. There is no Newcastle rep today. Sorry about that, guys. But if there is any Newcastle fans watching and you want to give us your feedback on when we're talking about the Newcastle segment, please do. And if you're watching this on the playback, please do hit that like button. It helps out the channel a lot. Jassim, how you feeling, bro? You were right.
I had a busy day, mate. I went. My son was playing Wolves away today. It's about 3 hours. It was 3 hours there and 3 hours back. So they draw 1-1. But yeah, it was a long journey. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good.
Guys, I'll tell you this. Jassim predicted Newcastle were going to finish in the top four before a ball was even kicked.
Egal. I heard last night, bro. I'm going to have to call some people out. I heard someone last night said he predicted Newcastle to finish top four. I need receipt for that.
Who? Call him up.
I believe no one predicted Newcastle top four except of me.
Call him up.
I'm making that claim. Including Newcastle fans. Someone claimed last night. I need to see receipt for that.
Who claimed it?
Is the guy? Is he in? Is he no foul or something like that?
Never a foul.
That's my guy. And he's not sure he finished top four or top six. He said, maybe top six, maybe top four. Bro, come on.
Okay, you know what? I'll ask him next time I see him to get receipts.
But then, you need the receipt, bro.
And let's get into it because there's a lot to start, but there's only one place to start, ladies and gentlemen. There's only one place to start. We got to start with Liverpool, Tottenham. Manchester City can wait. Arsenal can wait. Man United can wait. Newcastle can wait. Brighton can wait because we're going to have to talk about Brighton today. Brentford, we're even going to get into Brentford today. But Alan, your boys were 3-0 down once again. It happened again. And then you guys came roaring back to make it 3-3. The shit guy, Richarlison, scored a goal for the first time, took his shirt off again, went crazy. And then at the end, in the dying moments, the man who could have been sent off, Jota, who kicked somebody in the head earlier, got away with that, and then lost you guys the game in the final minutes, in the final seconds of the game. How are you feeling, Alan? How did that game make you feel?
Obviously as a fan, first of all, although I've kind of resigned myself to the fact how bad Spurs have dropped and everything like that, it doesn't, losing a game like that always hurts. Anyone says it comes in and says it doesn't is an absolute liar. Yeah, at the end of the day, okay, let's get into it. First 20 odd minutes, not good enough. Absolutely taken apart all over the place. People like in the Spurs fan base, like I say, put blame on only one individual or anything like that. The whole defence was a shambles today, and I'll tell you for why. For some of them goals, people are out of position. The ball gets played over the back, and you've got Porro tucking in, who should be better mark his man. You've got Romero out of position, Dyer out of position. All three are culpable because if they're not out of position, then you have two people on the person at the back. I can't remember who it was. Curtis Jones, was it, that got the first goal? Was it Curtis Jones? And then you've got two people in the way, and you don't get the shot off. Also, Fraser Forster, poor. Literally, it goes right by him. Like, for me, not good enough as a keeper, making mistakes. Then, which one is it? For the third goal, was it the penalty? The ball gets passed into to the player who's in the midfield. No one around him, so Højbjerg and Skip not there. You then got Dyer, who lunges out, misses, gets turned so easily, and then Romero panics and then covers and literally causes the penalty, like makes the foul. But you have all three or four people culpable. Whereas I see loads of Spurs fans going, "That's only Romero's fault, or that's only Dyer's fault, or that's only one person." It's all of them. If everyone does their job, if Højbjerg or Skip's there and Dyer doesn't dash out, that ball doesn't get played in, Romero doesn't have to panic and cover and make a rash challenge. So all of them are culpable, but still some Spurs fans will only go, "Oh, because I prefer Romero, I can only criticise Dyer," or because I like Porro. And it's just really like child stuff. It really is. Just grow a pair and admit that loads of people aren't good enough at this moment in time. And it'll only get better when a real manager comes in. Let's look at the manager. Poor setup the way we started. Liverpool want to come out all guns blazing and we don't do anything about it, get torn apart. You then show a bit of a thing to be able to come back. Okay, that's great. But then the decision making towards the end of the game to bring in the people you did just added to the defeat. Why on earth is Lucas Moura getting game time when he's leaving in the summer? Why is he getting game time? Thanks for the good times that you've given us. Great, sit on the bench and see it out and all that. There's no way he should be coming on in a crunch game where you've got where you're trying to get 3 points and put him in that position. Absolutely appalling decision from him to go back to the keeper. And then let's look at it this way. People are saying, Jota shouldn't have been on the pitch. Skip, for the high foot. Skip should have been on the pitch. For me, it was a red card, what he done on Diaz. That was an ankle break all day long. So for me, both of them shouldn't be on the pitch. By that time, the game's already gone, so Liverpool would have an easy win. But people only have the narrative they want to have. It's poor across the board. We were culpable in our own demise at the beginning. And then obviously we did what we did, like we shot ourselves in the foot. Players across through from top to bottom need to be criticised and held to account by all Spurs fans, and stop nitpicking on who you like and who you don't like and putting the blame elsewhere, because a lot of this team is not good enough.
Okay, you went in on your team right there. Ram, what you saying, bro? Jota winner. How you feeling about your squad right now?
It's weird because we did win in dramatic circumstances, but we didn't really play well. We did play well for a bit, like 20 minutes of the first half, and then all of a sudden we didn't want to play football anymore, and passes weren't passing, shots weren't going off, we were losing our individual battles in the pitch, we were getting opened up. Like it was all over the place. Like our performances were all over the place. Like only players that played well today, in my opinion, were Alisson, Jones, and maybe Gakpo as well. But it's
Jones in the chat saying he was Xavi and Iniesta only exist because of him.
Like, but it is what it is. Like is we take the points, but we have a lot of work to do. This team is nowhere near back, ready to say we're back. We're nowhere near that. Performances have been too poor to even say that. We were lucky that we even got the winner, to be honest, because that's literally Lucas Moura gave the assist to Jota. I don't know what he was doing there. And that defense, and especially in defensive transitions, like it's just, we look so susceptible. Konate looked rattled. And it's been quite a trait of him. Every time he's been rattled, he he's been known to make some bozo moments. You can say he's young. He is only 23 years old, so maybe when you're young, you're easy to get rattled and you lose your composure. But that's something he needs to speak and he needs to work on. Van Dijk, though, Van Dijk.
1 second. Let's get into that. 1 second. I was gonna save that for Staffy because he's a United fan. But oh my God, what happened to Virgil? Guys, Staffy, what happened to my man? He was doing the Macarena in the middle of the pitch.
He was doing the limbo. How low can you go? How low can you go?
Can you go? How low can you go?
There it is.
Can you
Listen
go?
to all you people who made fun of Martinez on that little clip where he accidentally slipped. This right there, that's bad defense.
No.
This is karma.
My man invented
This
no
is
look
karma.
defending, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, Staffy. Come on.
No. If this is no look defending, this is no I don't know, this is no football at all. I don't know what this is. This guy was auditioning for like ice skating or something because my man got sat the F down. I love it. You're lucky this is not my background today. Usually I would have trolled someone. I would put this on my background, but I didn't have time to do that today.
To be fair, like when I watched him running back, and I was like, bro, you are old and you are stiff. You didn't have. If you said Van Dijk of 2 or 3 years ago, he would have had the agility to maintain his balance. But he's stiff. He's not as quick as he used to be. It's just.
Are you saying
I felt like it was gonna happen, you know?
Are you saying he's finished, or you're just saying he dropped off?
I want to say he's finished. I would say that the Van Dijk that we knew of the past couple of years is gone now. Like, I mean, we already established that at the start.
So he's
Harold Van Dijk.
Huh?
So he's finished.
Harold Van Dijk.
31.
Okay, Perisic's 34. No excuse. Perisic made him.
Did he have an ACL injury, bro? Did he have an ACL injury?
Probably did.
No.
Perisic, I could go back and check Perisic's injury records. I can assure you.
Oh my God, you guys, they are killing him. Look at this. Oh my God.
Yeah, show us, yeah.
This is the first one. The first one is Michael Jackson. Right? The second one is I don't know what game that is. Is that a Pokemon thing or is that a
looks anime? I don't know, but it's.
I was going to say I think that could be anime.
Caution.
Whatever.
and then this one's the best.
Matrix.
They are onto Van Dijk so bad. Listen,
it's understandable. Like he's an easy target. He's had. He was one of the best. Well, he was the best.
Ram, just say how it is, man. Say how it is. He got his ankles broken. Just say how it is. They broke his ankles.
I never said he didn't get his ankles broken.
He took his ankles.
I never said he didn't get his ankles broken.
And like you guys say, send him to Tesco. That's what they
I will say this, Staffy, though.
What? Staffy knows about
the Butcher Martinez.
I'm in England, bro.
The Butcher Martinez is what's it called?
No. I'm calling it. No talking about 7-0. No deflecting about the Butcher. The reality is we know what happened to him. Now let's go. I want to throw my shots whenever I can, bro. But Martinez was more funny than Van Dijk.
No. Not even close.
Staffy.
He's not the only one who left the game embarrassed. Okay, I want to know. As a man who plays football, as a man who has a kid who plays football, as a guy, Jassim, who I know,
as a man who gets embarrassed every week because of Chelsea. There you go.
And he's a football connoisseur.
I'm messing with
he's
you,
a
bro.
football connoisseur. Jassim, have you seen the meme of the guy who's celebrating with his shirt off and they said, "Shit guy finally scored"? This is what Richarlison did.
Oh yeah.
Let me say something. Yeah.
I didn't see that. That's hilarious.
Listen, first of all, you need to understand something. Richarlison is my boy, man. I love Richarlison, man. And a year ago, honestly, I say how it is. I don't lie. I say it straight. A year ago, I wanted him. I wanted him over Kai Havertz. I like Richarlison. I think he did the wrong move by going to Tottenham because as a striker, you know you're not going to play over Harry Kane and so on. So he did the wrong move. Perhaps if you move to Chelsea. And you know Aubameyang not playing, he probably played every game now because look at Kai Havertz, who was playing every game. Anyway, the game today, is he 4 wins in a row now for Liverpool? Listen, I want to highlight something very important again, okay? Now, I'm not looking at Tottenham right now because I think the season is over. I see Newcastle will finish top 4, United will finish top 4. I think now going forward is a huge worry for Tottenham now. Tottenham now, I don't think Harry Kane will stay. That's my personal opinion. I don't think Harry Kane is still going forward. I think Newcastle coming now. I think they're not going to be top 6 anymore. I think Tottenham in huge trouble, man. I'm not going to lie to you. So Tottenham fans need to really prepare themselves for the coming years. They're going to be, I think, top 8, top 7, top 9. That's my opinion. And you need to look at that. Daniel Levy, really.
Back where they belong, basically. You could have just said that.
Just so we can stay on this topic. Harry Kane leaves. Pochettino has a relationship with Harry Kane.
Yeah.
Is it possible that he goes to Chelsea? And if he does, would you take him? Before we go to you, Alan, what are you saying, Qasim?
Oh, yeah. Oh, God. I take Harry Kane, bro. What are you talking about? Harry Kane is one of the best question as well. 100%.
Harry Kane to Chelsea, you take him. Of course, Staffy, you take him at United.
Okay, yeah.
I have my doubts about him, not footballing wise, because we know his footballing ability. I don't know about introducing another loser mentality to this loser team that we already have. That would be my only doubt. But as a Chelsea fan, I mean, beggars can't be choosers at this point. You have nothing. You have nothing up there.
Stop, bro. What are you talking about, brother?
Bro, you have Lukaku coming back. You have Aubameyang, and you have Kai Havertz. Beggars can't be choosers. If I'm hungry, bro, you'll give me a loaf of bread. I'll eat it.
Bro, that's what it is.
What's that?
Okay.
We're just out of a horrible season. It's just gonna take.
I'm not talking about that. I'm saying you guys have a shortage of strength.
We're gonna come back to that in a second. Let's go to what do you call it, Alan. Harry Kane announced just yesterday that he's willing to leave Tottenham on a free in 2024. Are you gonna be worried about losing him on a free, or would you sell him for a lesser price this summer to try to get some return on your investment?
But it wouldn't be a lesser price. Let's be honest. I mean, Daniel Levy and that will still hold out for his top dollar. So a lesser price would be, you'd say, about 40, 50 million. They'll get her anywhere between 80 to 100 million. But the way Kane said in press conferences or like interviews is that if the club shows ambition, all that, he's going to stay. Like, he's indicated that if they show ambition and like the right thing to do, then he may stay. I would say to him, just fucking leave. Because I'll be honest, I think this whole Harry Kane thing is also weighing down on Spurs as well. Let him go and use that and actually let whoever the manager is that you get in, let them, Scott Munn and anyone else who's behind the scene who's going to be rebuilding the squad, let them get on with it. Don't interfere. Don't stick your stupid little bald head inside like anything to do with that. Let them sort the team out and go from there. And then I think you'll be all right. It may take a year or two to get back to like being around the top 4 where we are and trying to push on. But for me, it's just one of them things where, thanks for the service, Kane, but I've said about like, should just cash on him and get him out for the last couple of years and go again. But we hold on and it all comes about Harry Kane and it detracts from the team or potential being able to move on and try like change the team, like in regards to formation and how we change, like with the manager who's coming in. You can't have a new manager come in who's going to be, if you're going to go the attacking route and a rebuild route and have the same negative team, and with one focal point, Harry Kane, you have to change things across the board. So, yeah, thanks for the service. Thanks for everything and all that, Kane. Get money for him and put it back into the squad. Simple as.
Okay. Could you ever see him do a Sol Campbell?
He won't. No.
Do you see him go to Chelsea?
Possibly because of the Poch connection. But even if he does, if he was to go to Chelsea just because of the Poch thing and all that, then that goes to show he's not a real winner.
Exactly.
He's not a real winner. Just because Chelsea are in it. No, if Chelsea are in a mess, if he goes because of the Poch connection, that just goes to show that he's comfortable with Poch. And then that just goes to prove that's not a winning mentality.
Right.
I agree with
Hang on a minute. Going to United winning mentality?
Bro, who's closer to winning?
Did I say that? Did I say that, or did you put words in my mouth?
So where do you think he's going to go then?
Eh?
What do you think?
If he goes to Chelsea because of the Poch connection solely, that's a loser mentality.
Where do you think he's going to go?
Don't hear what you want to hear. Listen.
No. Where do you think he's going to go?
He could go
You
anywhere.
see,
He
those
could,
mentality. A Barrow City.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. 1 second before you get triggered, because you're already triggered.
I'm not triggered. I'm asking you a question.
He's going.
Which
if he
club? Wait.
finish
Which
my
club will take
sentence.
Alan? Bro.
Ask a
Which
question
club will take
and answer. Oh
which
my
club will
God.
take
Why are
Harry
you so
Kane and win
triggered?
things with it?
Let me finish my sentence. He's got a
I'm
better
asking you a
chance
question.
of
You give
winning
me a question then.
at the
You
moment.
give me a question.
I was just
Let
about to
Alan
ask you
finish.
the
Let Alan
second
finish.
time. Are you going to let me finish?
Go ahead.
Relax.
Wow.
Relax.
For winning in this way, the way the teams are at the moment, he's got a better chance at winning in the near future because he's only got two good seasons left. People are saying he's got a better chance of winning with Man United than Chelsea at this current time.
I disagree.
What?
How do you disagree, Cousin? Hold on, because we're about to enter a new. Yeah. Like, how does it even make sense?
Listen. I said I disagree.
You guys actually won a trophy. Chelsea
Let
haven't.
him explain why he disagrees. Tell me why Chelsea are a better landing spot for Harry Kane than Man United.
Yeah, let me hear this. Let me hear this nonsense.
All right, okay, I'm gonna explain now. Let me ask you, Stuffy. What do you think you're gonna do next year, Stuffy?
As a team?
Yeah, what do you think you're gonna win?
Well, I don't know, bro. Listen, there's a lot on the line still. It depends on if we get new owners. That changes everything. We get new owners. We get a bigger budget. We go compete for the big trophies next year.
Situation right now, listen, there's a lot of ifs and buts, right? Right now, you don't have a new owners. Now you go the Glazers, right? Tell me right now, what is the expectation? If you finish, if a final top 4, you won that cup, right? So what is your expectation next year?
My expectations or the club's expectations? I want to be clear because my expectations are different.
United gonna do next year?
Me, I expect this. Well, I expect us to improve on the position we're in right now. I don't think we win the league next year. As I said, there's a lot of ifs and maybes.
You're gonna win the next 10 years.
Well, this is where we differ because I told you it depends on what happens with the ownership situation. If we get no owners tomorrow, I'm talking with different chests because you would see a big overhaul. You'll see like 6 superstars coming into the team next year. But how it is with the Glazers right now, maybe, yeah, if the Glazers are here for the next 10 years, I'll agree with you. I don't expect us to win anything next year. No, not anything, sorry. I don't expect us to win the league next year. I expect us to push higher than we already did because we already have a better manager, a competent manager, unlike the managers that we had in the past, that's already made us improve on the pitch and off the pitch. We've already reached 2 cup finals, 1-1, potentially could win another one. We're going into the Champions League. So you expect to at least go far in the Champions League. Not
right,
by no means
I'm going to explain to you now. I give you my reasons now about United. They're going nowhere.
Bro, there's no reasons that you're going to give me that are going to make me think that next year Chelsea has a better year than us.
Hey, hold on.
Because
I didn't mention Chelsea. Why you keep talking about Chelsea?
Hold on, everyone. Let me just say big up to everyone who's just joined us from Big Six Fans. Hope you guys are doing well. Hit that like button. We're discussing Harry Kane's future at this moment in time. And we're talking about what is a better landing spot for Harry Kane in the future, Chelsea or Manchester United. Qasim believes it's Chelsea. Ram, what do you think? Chelsea or Man United? Just to bring you into the conversation slightly.
Oh, Man United won a trophy already. Chelsea haven't. It's saying Chelsea are where they are. Remember, Chelsea don't have a manager and they don't even have an identity. At least with United, they've got something there. They've got Ten Hag. They've got the kind of players that Ten Hag wants to use. Chelsea are basically, and I'm going to quote Klopp here, they've got a bunch of players and they're just going to hope that a manager goes in and just sorts everything out. That's not how football works. And
but, I'm still waiting. I didn't give my reasons why Chelsea
is going to be Harry Kane is going to be a spare part, and Harry Kane is literally the missing piece that Manchester United need. Manchester United need a proper striker, like
he's not the only piece, but like you said,
and he's going to complete that puzzle.
Okay, Qasim, let's hear from Qasim. Qasim, what were you saying?
Bro, listen again, right? Yeah. Stuffy, listen to me, but Stuffy, listen very well. Okay, because I'm gonna say it to you, mate, and it's gonna come true, 110%. Like I told Kaz when he come in the stream, and I said, Bayern Munich Man City's gonna smash Bayern Munich. He was arguing, and he learned. I hope he learned the lesson, Kaz. Right? Now, United. I think Rams. I think United need one. They need at least 5 to 6 players. They challenge to not win the league. They challenge. I don't rate Varane, right? I don't rate the goalkeeper. You need a striker. You need a midfielder. Correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Okay? I'm not saying 5 players to win the league. To challenge. I said it to Terry. And Terry's not calling it for me. I went to him in the beginning of the season. I said to Football Terrace, Newcastle are going to finish top 4. And the new force in the British football is going to Man City versus Newcastle. That is the new eras, bro. That is the 2 team going to dominate the British football. Mark my word. Chelsea know that. That's why they're buying players left, right, center. We've got a huge problem with the owner. Any manager, top manager, can come like that tomorrow and put the team together. It's the owner, bro, interfering.
Just say it just like
Let's
that.
go back to, let's get to United. United, listen again.
Hassan, forget about everything else. Explain to me why Chelsea are going to be in a better situation next season.
I'm yet to hear anything that had to do with Kane. Why does Kane?
Forget
If
about
Kane goes to Chelsea
position.
tomorrow,
No.
how's it better for them?
I heard from different people saying United gonna challenge for the league next year.
Bro, you just heard what I said. Go by what I just said right now.
No, I heard
random
the
people on the
majority is
street.
stopping. I
Yes,
heard
I get that, but it's
all right. Let me make a claim now to you. I don't think United are gonna finish top 4 next year.
I said,
That's just insane, bro.
Wait.
This is insane.
I'm getting
No,
misquoted
be
here.
surprised.
I'm getting misquoted here. I'm getting misquoted
United
here.
will
I
not
said-
finish top 4 next year.
I am getting
let
misquoted
Alan
here.
go.
I'm getting misquoted here. I said out the 2, Man United are closer to challenging than Chelsea. Don't say that I said Man United will challenge. I said they're closer than you because the question is Chelsea or Man United. You have still yet to say you had the digs at Man United, but you have yet to clarify why Chelsea is the destination for Kane that will make Kane win trophies right off the bat.
Because
What's
Chelsea
your
got better
answer?
players.
You have yet to
Chelsea got better
clarify.
players.
Chelsea can what?
Chelsea's got better players.
You think
I
you
mean,
got
how
better
those
players than
players
us?
play- players right now.
Qasim, no.
No,
Qasim,
you
no
think you
matter
got better
if
players than
you
us?
no matter how
Let me
much
hear
you don't rate these United players, and we always say the table doesn't lie. These United players, with the players that they got, are the 3rd best or 4th best in the league. Stuff you need to tell
We're
me.
4th, but we still have a game in hand, so you can argue we're the 3rd best. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. Well, for now, they're the 4th best team in the league, comfortably the 4th best team in the league, because behind them is us, and we're about
7 points, and as I said, we have a game in hand. We could potentially be 10 points ahead of them when we play Chelsea. Ironically, we play you guys.
So
we'll see then who's the better team.
So like that, it just says it there. Like they're I want to say so much ahead. They're ahead of you by quite a distance.
Bro, there shouldn't be a conversation between us and Chelsea right now at all. I have all year defended Chelsea.
I agree with you.
I've been defending Chelsea all season, saying, listen, everything is a mess over there, but they're building for the future. I can't go back on my word right now and say that next year they're going to be better than us. You can't even tell me why, not you personally, just anyone who thinks like you, that Kane should go to Chelsea. You can't even tell me what style of football you're going to play next year.
You know what, guys?
Let alone him being better or not.
End the conversation here. There's 5 of us on the panel. 4 of us think Harry Kane, Tottenham, from Tottenham to Man United is the better route. Do we all agree?
Bro, the only reason we're in talks about Chelsea is because Poch is going there. If it was someone else, if Enrique or it was Nagelsmann, we would have never been talking about Kane even going to Chelsea. This was never a conversation. So just because Poch is going there, we're all of a sudden going to think it's a better move for him. Like Alan said perfectly. If he goes to Chelsea just because it's comfortable, because Poch is there, it just shows that he has a loser mentality. Because aside of United, you could go to Bayern. Bayern want him. The only reason he might not go to Bayern is because everyone knows he wants to break the Alan Shearer record, and you can't break it if you go to the German league. So that's the only reason. If you tell me which team is better for him to go,
let me answer that, Kaz, bro. I didn't say anything wrong about you, bro. I said when the Gallus stream, you said Bayern Munich. You actually were all over the place. You said my Bayern Munich gonna win it. They're gonna beat City, and after I said no, end up Nali, and I said to you, City gonna smash Bayern Munich. That's what I said. I didn't mention anything wrong about you, bro. Right? Let's go back to United. They get a bit triggered because United, an average.
I'm not getting triggered, bro. I'm telling you the truth. You were triggered. I'm not triggered. I'm telling you the truth.
No. I'm talking about Cass. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the guy. I said to him, he challenged me. I get the receipt. Cass challenged me. I said to him, City gonna smash Bayern Munich. He argued with me and he said, literally, no, Bayern Munich will smash him. And I said, no, bro, you're wrong. I said, City gonna win the Champions League. That's what I said.
Kasim, I don't think anyone
So
here
I'm
is
not
doubting your
mentioning
football
I didn't say
knowledge.
anything about him.
Listen,
everyone in the comment section, everyone on the panel is telling you that Chelsea currently are an unstable club. They don't look like they're going in the right direction. Where going to Manchester United is a better situation.
Egal,
for
can I
anyone who's
to hear the
right
reason
now.
can I
why
just quickly say this,
Kane's
Egal?
perfect for
Yeah,
Chelsea.
Kasim,
And we're gonna have to move
literally,
on.
yeah.
Kasim, you just quickly, Kasim, you say that you don't rate United's players. Majority of football fans don't rate your players. They don't rate Mudryk.
We didn't
don't rate
overspend
Havertz.
600
They
million
don't.
on these players.
The only player that they rate is probably Enzo Fernandez and Thiago Silva. And Thiago Silva is looking to leave. You might go back to Brazil from the sounds of things. You need a new goalkeeper. Your right back is most of the time at the NHS in the hospital. Like you guys,
you know what it is, Ren?
far. Like you're behind. You're so far behind United. But it's like
This can't be Kaz. Why would he say that? Half
It's
of
not
United
bad,
are
I don't
garbage.
think it is.
No,
we
it's
agree
Kaz
on
backing
that,
me up
bro.
there, though. It's Kaz backing me up there. That's what I said. United is not.
Kasim,
Guys,
don't
you
do that,
don't
guys.
whole team like that.
Let
I'm telling
me,
you, bro.
guys,
That's
hold
not.
on.
Who said United gonna challenge as well?
Guys, hold on. Let me clean up this mess. Cousin, there's a difference between me saying my team is good
I'm
enough
not
or
saying
not.
you,
And
saying
no,
who?
I know. I mean, as a United fan, just let me finish my sentence. There's a difference between me saying United are good enough to do something or not, and there's a difference between you saying we have a better team. Me saying I have a better team than Chelsea
Player. I
has
said you have a
nothing.
better player, so I have.
Well, the team is
a better
consistent
player.
of players, bro. Well, it's the same thing. Me saying a team saying players, the same thing. We have better players than you. That doesn't mean that I think we're gonna win the league next year or compete for the league next year. I could be better than like 70% of the league, and then I'm gonna fall short behind City, Arsenal, or whoever I think is better than me.
All I have to say is everyone predicted that Liverpool would be better than us and Man United this season. And the reality is they're not going to finish in the top four. Both of us are. Nobody predicted Newcastle, except for you, Qasim, that we're going to be in this position. So I get it that you can say, you know what, I got that prediction right. I might get this one right. But there's no evidence showing that Chelsea are going to be better than...
I just have fun understanding this whole Harry Kane thing. Spurs and Chelsea do not do business because of a really bad relationship between Levy and Chelsea and stuff like that. So that's not going to happen, especially with Poch going there. So he's not going to do it. Again, I'm still yet to hear the exact reasons why he's a better fit for Chelsea. At the end of the day, you've got a new manager in Poch going in there who's got a whole squad of completely different identities who can't get it right under different managers this season. So Poch has got to go in there and have time to make it gel, like get them all on the same page, which if it doesn't work like it isn't working, and bringing in new players, considering the position you've been in, buying loads of players, spending 400 to 600 million to build a squad, and you're going to have to add more to it, it's just going to be more of a mess. That's what I'm saying. It's not right for Chelsea. Not that we're going to do business with NU. At least Man United have a manager, a settled squad, and a way to play. The fact is that look where they are with Weghorst in that team. If you put Kane in there, you instantly jump them at least 15 points ahead with Harry Kane.
Let's actually talk about United since
and he's got 25 goals in 34 games.
Boom. And let's actually talk about United. Since we're on the topic now, let's actually get into United. United today beat Aston Villa. And let's be honest, it was. I felt like it was a very controlled win. I don't know about you. When you were watching Staffy, let me know what you thought. But Bruno Fernandes scored the only goal in the game. Aston Villa, you could say Martinez made the mistake leading to the goal, but you guys were on top of them. You could have scored more, but you didn't. But you didn't really need to. You took the 1-0, commanding defensive performance, and you won the game. How do you view the game?
They pretty much only troubled us at the end of the game. You know, it's a traditional Premier League game where you're sleeping the whole game, you're down 1 or 2 or whatever, and now like in the last 20 minutes you got to chase the game and start throwing players up and get all these set pieces and whatever. That's all they did. They had like one good chance, and Lindelof cleared it off the line. The rest of the game was all controlled by us. And as you said, bro, we could have scored more. You know, there's a clear issue with this United team with finishing off games early. We don't score enough. But yet again, I'm not going to keep talking about the negatives because we speak about this every week, how United are not good enough to score 2, 3, 4 goals against certain teams that are not that good, like Spurs the other day when we were up 2-0 and then we bottled the game. It's a consistent thing. Yes, we don't score enough, but let's talk about the positives. Let's talk about how this defensive line, well, mainly the 2 center backs I want to talk about, Lindelof and Shaw, have been doing an amazing job since Varane and Lisandro got injured.
United's the luckiest team on earth.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, bro, I don't get. Listen, Hussam Habibi, I love you and all, but you just waffle a lot, bro. We'll get to that later. Send all the shots that you want. We'll discuss them later. But
Tottenham-
bro.
People don't agree.
We're
We'll get
not
to it.
lucky, bro. We're not lucky, but let me finish my point first. We're not lucky because I'll tell you what. When you're the only team to stop Aston Villa from scoring in 2023, we're in April 30th. So 5 months of football have been played, and this team has been scoring a goal every game until they ran into Shaw and Lindelof. I've been beating this drum for weeks ever since our center backs got injured. I said the minute Shaw is back in that center back lineup with Lindelof, who's been having a great season outside of Maguire. Whenever he's not playing with Maguire, he's playing amazing. Yet again, he come in, bro. This game, like, they swallowed Ollie Watkins in that defense. Pause. You know, he had nothing to do all game, bro. There was no threat whatsoever, bro.
Big pause.
You know, and as I said, bro, if we have a better striker, we have a better front line. This game is what 3-4-0 in the first half, because Rashford missed a chance that he was offside from anyways. Another striker would have held his line a little bit better. We know that he's a better winger than a striker. We had a few chances that we didn't finish. Casemiro hit the post. Sabitzer kind of scraped the post. You know, we had enough chances to score 2-3 in the beginning of the game. So this notion that we're lucky, I'm tired of it. Listen, bro, I don't care. Where are you guys? Bro, where are you in the league, bro? If we are lucky, so why are you below us? Like, I can't keep going over this.
Because we're shit.
Okay,
We admit that we're shit.
Let's discuss what Hussam said. Hussam said Manchester United are the luckiest team in the league, and two of you guys actually agreed with it.
Who agreed with it? Who?
I think
Wait,
at the end of the day, you make your own luck, and you are in the position you are because you're more consistent than everyone else.
Egal, don't do
Egal,
this.
Can you put that
don't
last?
Don't do this. Who else said that United were lucky, bro?
Yeah, leave that one on. Hold on. For you guys who don't know, Cass has made 2 appearances on DR, and one of them was a loss against Sevilla, and one of them was the tie against. One of them was the Spurs
bro.
game.
You need to go. You gotta go.
I don't know if it is Cass. I think
it is. Why would Kaz write that of himself?
Because I called him out on Twitter for that. I told him to stop going to DR because every time he goes to DR, we end up bottling the game.
Is that Kaz?
I don't know if it is or not. If it is Kaz.
Listen, to defend Kaz, that's not Kaz. First of all, he wouldn't talk like that. Second of all, if he was there, I messaged him and on WhatsApp, respond, let me know. Number 2, when it comes to the luckiest team, why are they luckiest team? Let me know. What are you saying? I'll start with you, Ram. I want clear and concise points. Why are they the luckiest team?
I knew it. Why did you mention me? I didn't say they were lucky. I'm just trying to light the fire, just stoke the fire,
Okay, so you somewhat agree. Why do you somewhat agree?
I don't somewhat agree because that would literally undo the entire point that I made. I said I was only saying lucky in terms of, I only said meh in terms of Luke Shaw and what's his name? Victor Lindelof's performances, because I count Tottenham as well. And they were a little bit.
That's the only game they've conceded together, though, Ram. Ever since they partnered up, they've had a clean sheet every game but that game. People don't want to talk about the stats.
I thought that was the first time they played together.
No, they played. Let me pull up the games so I can give you accurate information. For all these bums that think we're lucky, let me tell you what luck is.
I did not say that, Staff.
No, not you. Not you. I said the bums. I'm not counting you, Ram.
Bro, yes, it is the real Kaz. It is Kaz. Why would he say that of himself?
Because I told you because I trolled him.
Reverse psychology, bro. Reverse psychology.
Bro, it was a joke, Igal. That's why he directed it to me, because I said stop inviting this guy to DR because every time he goes on, we don't win. So he said I'm going on the West Ham game. I mean, how would a fake Cass know that Cass is going for the West Ham game? So he's saying if we lose the West Ham game, it's because of me, basically.
Staff. Anyone can say anything, So we just have to verify it. Kaz, we're not doubting your credibility or whether you're actually here.
Bro, there's a lot of people who make fake accounts. That's the reality.
A lot of people have a lot of time. I've realized.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know what I mean?
All right, so here's the games that Victor Lindelof and Shaw played together. There's not a lot of them, but 3 games. Sorry, 3 games? Is it 3 or 2? Because I'm trying to think of the Nottingham game. I think he played the Nottingham game too. Yeah. So the Nottingham Forest game, Maguire did play that game, but I think Luke Shaw played in center back and left back. 2-0. The Brighton game, 0-0. Now Spurs, that's the one that we conceded in 2-2. And then yet again today, Aston Villa 1-0. So that's one of the 4 games they've conceded one of the 4 games, which is what I'm trying to say. It's not the best defensive partnership you're ever going to see, but it's a good partnership that's working so far.
Oh no!
What the hell is going on in the chat today?
Bro, what is going on? What is going on?
Yo, listen. If you want to verify if it's real daps or not, tell us what's the name of your vape. If you can verify what the name of your vape is.
It says
No,
right there.
let's not do that. Let's not do that.
NCSC dap.
Listen, I just want to know. Do people really think Manchester United are on the right path, or do you think they're going to regress next season? Because I think they're on the right path personally. I think they're progressing. And one thing we haven't spoken about is the protest today and the ownership bid. That is a whole nother mess. I don't believe anybody at Manchester United in the media knows what the hell is going on, because every 2 seconds they are telling you guys absolute BS. They don't know what they're talking about. It's a mess. And also the Glazers protest that you guys had today, it was a good showing. It was much better than the Tottenham protest. I'll say that. But yeah, what you saying, guys? Did you see any of the protests? Did you see any of the videos, or do you want me to show you?
Yeah, we saw a couple of
We've
clips
seen
on the old
on
Twitter, but yeah, it's cool. Like, I mean, at the end of the day, you are going to get new owners, whether it be Jim Radcliffe or whoever. So you will be happy about that. So.
But they don't want Radcliffe. Let's be honest.
Let me highlight something, bro. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me clarify and make it clear. Okay. The reason I was talking about United, because I heard a lot United platform said United would go and snatch that league and they're gonna go challenge. I'm not saying you stuffy, right? Bear with me, bro, right?
I'm with you.
Listen, where does that come from? United is not that team. It's not good enough, bro.
It's coming from the fact that Qasim. I'll tell you why they're saying that.
Stop it. Let me finish. Let me finish. Let
him finish, and then you'll come back. Go ahead.
Finish and come back. But listen, from what I heard, stuff. I'm not saying you, bro. I'm not saying you. I heard a lot United, whatever they are, and they said United, we're gonna come and they're gonna challenge and blah blah blah. We're gonna get Harry Kane and we're gonna challenge. No, cut the nonsense. United is not good enough. Right? It's not good enough. United, if we've got another 10 games, I can show you that right now. We've got another 10 games. United is rattling. Liverpool will come get them. Trust me when I tell you that.
You said Liverpool is going to come and get us till the end of the season.
Yeah.
You think we're jumping out of top 4?
No, I'm not saying that. I said Liverpool running out games. I already highlighted it weeks ago. I said Liverpool lost top 4 because Bournemouth game after slapping United 7-0. Lost it. Right? I said actually weeks ago, I said United and Newcastle will make top 4. It's done. But for United fans come out, or platforms come out and say United will challenge City. Look, listen, City is a benchmark. If you want to win the league, you have to beat City. It's simple as that. Any team.
What's your point?
I've said it before. Newcastle and Manchester City is the new British force. Newcastle.
But what does that have to do?
Listen, Habibi, I really don't get what the point is here. Like, I'm trying to understand.
The point is, United is going to be top 4, or they probably not end up making top 4.
But what you still haven't explained to me, why would it?
If I can,
why would we drop out of top 4? Why do you see?
If I can decipher it, I think what Qasim is saying is that the next couple of years is there's not going to be Liverpool City, Arsenal City, or whatever. It's going to be City versus Newcastle.
Yeah.
And that's just going to be the 2 teams, and then it's going to be the best of the rest afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're also saying Arsenal not going to be. Anyways,
Arsenal be there and thereabout, maybe fighting for top 4, right? United. The reason I'm saying stuff now, that's what I'm explaining now. United not good enough.
But you reckon Chelsea are?
Yeah, no, Alan, stop talking about Chelsea, my guy. Talking about United.
You've got nothing to talk about Man United.
I was about to say that.
We're talking about United. Stop.
You haven't stopped about Man United.
Listen. Relax about Chelsea. Talk about United now. United, in my opinion, United is not good enough. The players is
Okay,
not good enough. They are 6-7 players away and 5 to challenge. That's my opinion, bro.
bro, we're
Yeah,
gonna
Kessa,
have
but
to
that's
wait
the
and
challenge.
see.
No, hold on,
There's
Iga,
nothing
hold on,
wrong.
please.
There's nothing
Just 1
wrong
second,
with there's
Iga.
nothing wrong with saying you're 6 to 4 players away, but at the same time,
It's a
Arsenal
challenge.
were
He says the
people were saying
challenge.
Arsenal was 7 years. People were saying Arsenal were 4 to 5 players away, or more than that last year, to even get into top 4, let alone challenge. So things can change quite quickly. You never know. Right now, let's just try to quickly move on. I just want to get Staffy's point quickly on the Radcliffe and the protest quickly. If you guys haven't seen, there's a lot of videos circulating about the protest, and I just wanted to touch on this quite quickly. So yeah, what do you think about the protest? Do you think there's a point to it? Do you think it was effective at all? And overall, do you think the ownership change? Who do you think is going to buy the club? Because at this point,
Can I just quickly say, mods, do your job.
Yeah.
That's it. Mods, do your job.
How you go?
Go
You were
ahead.
asking me, Iga, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
go ahead.
Judy?
Listen, I just want to also say, if you want to get better information about all this, the protests or whatever, everyone knows. I mean, you could clearly hear my accent. I'm not from Manchester. I'm not from there. So if you want to get a little bit better information, I would recommend talking to people that actually lived there and went to the protests and stuff like that. I'm out here, an outsider. I'm getting the same news as everyone is. So there's not extra information that I could give you. I will give you my opinion, though, however, about the whole Ratcliffe and Qatar situation. Me personally, I think there's nothing better for this club and its future than to have a Qatari ownership, a country basically represented by one man that wants to buy the club, invest. It's like a 10 billion basically investment. Part of it goes to the purchase, and the rest goes to improving the infrastructure and improving the team. When you have a basically a program like that, it's very hard to say no to it. I feel like there's just a media bias towards Qatar, the same backlash they were getting in the World Cup, where it's like, oh, human rights this, human rights that, things that don't have to do with football. You know, you look at Saudi Arabia owns Newcastle, Dubai owns Man City, but all of a sudden it's a human rights issue when they want to buy Man United. I think they're the best people for our club. I think they want to take over this club and actually make it the best club in the world. And as a Manchester United fan who lives in England, in Manchester or outside of England, there's no reason why I should hear that and not be happy about it. Sir Jim Radcliffe, that guy's full of shit. This guy doesn't even have enough money to buy the club on his own, you know. And then he goes from saying, well, I'm trying to buy the club and bringing back to the people, to saying something about buying 50% of the club and leaving the Glazers in with like 20% shares. That's an absolute betrayal to anyone who ever believed in Sir Jim Radcliffe. If you lived in Manchester, if you're a local lad like he is, and all the bullshit that he fed us, and saying he wants to bring the club back to the people, it just shows you that his intentions were not that. Because on his third bid, for him to say, well, here you go, Glazers, I know you guys want to somehow still have a part of this club because you don't want to miss out on all the money that's going to come in with the new streaming service that's going to come into the Premier League in a few years, and potentially what's the league called again? The one that almost overthrown the Champions League. What was it called? The Super League. Yeah, they know there's a lot of money coming in, and he's like, oh, it's okay, I'll keep you guys with like 20%. It's an absolute disgrace that he even discussed that, bro, because you know, you can't say I'm bringing the club back to the people, but then you're keeping those villains in who ran our club to the ground for about 18 years, just for you to have 50% of the sales. Now, as a Man United fan, I represent all Man United fans right now when I say we want a full sale of the club or nothing at all, because we're not doing that 50-50 shit or 50-20 shit that he's trying to do with the Glazers. He can fuck off. The Glazers can fuck off. You know, if you don't have the best intentions for my club, you can piss off. That's about it.
So yeah, I think that's the end of the Man United segment. Let's just talk about Newcastle quickly while we're waiting for Hamza to join for the Man City segment. Guys, are you guys scared of Newcastle? Because at this point, they're looking scary. Like this is a Newcastle team that I didn't expect to make this jump so quickly. They've gone from fighting for top 4 to, fighting for relegation to fighting for top 4 within a year. Now, that has happened before with Leicester, but this looks a lot more sustainable with the money they could have, the investment that they could have. And Newcastle right now look like the real deal going forward. They're going to be in the Champions League. I think they've solidified it at this point. And Arsenal play them next. And I'm worried because that game at Newcastle is not going to be easy. What do you guys think about Newcastle? Let me know what you guys feel and what's the ceiling for this team? Because I really do believe it's endless.
For Newcastle, they have made a jump very quickly. No one can doubt that. For me, it depends on still a couple of things that happen. So they're going to have Champions League. So they've got to bring in new players. They've got to build a bigger, stronger team, which they're going to do because they're going to have the money. They'll have Champions League football, and it's a great starting. It's a great platform. But if you buy in too many, if they go too gung ho and buy too many players in, you can inflate the squad and have problems with getting them to settle together. You could also basically depend on how Eddie Howe goes. So Eddie Howe might be doing well in the league, but when he gets to now having Champions League football, he might start to suffer. If he doesn't, that's a bonus. If it does, Newcastle decide he's not the manager to get them titles and stuff like that, then in getting them to like the next manager in as well will be the next area where they might fall a bit short if they get the wrong person in. Not saying that they're going to get rid of Eddie Howe this season. I'm not saying that, but it's the next big step. If they're going to challenge for titles and like Champions League, Premier League, the Newcastle might look at it and go, we need a world-class manager. Just saying they might do that and they might change things in the near future within a season or two. But the platform's there. The players that they've got obviously were good enough. They just were never used to the best of their capabilities. So they've got. I think they need 3 or 4 top quality signings in the summer, and I think they can start winning trophies from next season. Nice and simple. And I think Eddie Howe is the manager. There's a lot of people in football, like fans and stuff like that, go, you can only be a world-class manager to win trophies. That's not the case. I think Eddie Howe can win trophies with Newcastle, but it just depends on if the board go, when they get to that position, where they go, we need to do what other managers do and bring in the top best of the best to get over the line. We'll have to wait and see. But for me, yeah, I think next season they can start winning trophies. I think Eddie Howe's done a terrific job, and he's one of my shouts for manager of the season.
When you say trophies, Alan, what trophies are you talking about? Picking up
Cup,
FA Cup and League Cup?
They haven't won a trophy in 50 years, if I'm right, or around that. They haven't won trophies for some time. So for them, any trophy is a bonus.
Do you know what? I
got that.
One rebuttal. Sorry, Staffy.
Sorry, 1 second. I was just gonna say, that comment that Cass wants you to post for Newcastle, it was sent like 4:49. That's the one he's referring to. But yeah, go ahead, Ray. My bad.
4:49.
Oh, sorry, that's my time. My bad. Because right now it's 4:49 for me. Just go back to it. Yeah, that's
9:49.
My bad. It's 5 o'clock for me.
You already seen Newcastle struggling with fitness this season in February, and they had every game a few days. Oh yeah, and when he's talking about the domestic competition, they call more games they're going to struggle. That's what he's saying. If I'm not mistaken.
Possibly, but the one rebuttal I have for you, Alan, is the fact that with FFP, I think it's quite nigh on impossible for Newcastle to overspend. If you get what I mean, I think because they don't make as much revenue as, say, like an Arsenal, Liverpool, Tottenham, United, or the top 6, they're kind of forced to be smart with their businesses. They have all the money that's available, but it's the case of they can't spend, say, 250, 300 million pounds in one summer because FFP will catch up with them and they'll probably get a fine for it. So I think with them restrictions in place, I think they're kind of forced to implement like a strategy behind what they're doing. And yeah, even if they don't do well next season, it will be like how Man City did, I think in their first season in the Champions League. They didn't do well. If you can correct me, Hamza, you guys got knocked out of the group stages, but you still went on to win the league or go on the next season to win the league. So whatever happens, if they drop out of Champions League places or they don't do well in the Champions League, they'll still come back.
You know what? They're gonna get a new kit deal. That's true, Kaz. With
25 million, yeah.
With Champions League football and being a Premier League team, that's just starting to rise. 25 million is not that much. It's in comparison to what some of the other kit deals that we're getting. Like I know we get 65k I think 65 million a year. I know Man City get a similar price. I don't know how much Liverpool get. Manchester United get like
Apparently
what?
80.
80? How much is it? Something crazy like that. Kit deals can be in the range of 60 to 100, close to, depending on how many years. Also, so
Listen, bro, they're gonna do what Man City did, but it takes time. It took Man City a good 10 years to finally be a force to reckon with. They're not gonna do it in the first 2-3 years.
10?
Everyone can say, yeah. So how long did it take City
I
from
just wanna
their
know.
takeover in 2008? When was the first league they won?
2012.
Okay, so it took them, but like it took them. When I say 10 years, I mean not 10 years to win a trophy. 10 years.
Be a
Hold
big
on.
team.
I didn't even. How can you disagree with me when I didn't even finish my point? My point is, it took them 10 years to be a force to reckon with. When I say force to reckon with, is basically the Pep era. So it took them 10 years to get everything correct. Yes, they picked up a league, which is good. It took them like 6-7 years to get a league. I'm not saying they're not going to win a league in 6-7 years, but even when they were winning leagues in that Sir Alex Ferguson era under what was his name, Mancini and what was the Uruguayan guy, Pellegrini, they weren't that dominant. They were a good team, but they weren't dominant. Now they're dominant, but they're like how many years into their new ownership? Like 15 years. So people need to relax a little bit with Newcastle because they're still gonna go through their Craig Bellamy, their Sean Wright-Phillips, their Carlos Tevez, phase where Manchester City was picking up decent players, the Rubinhos. They were getting good players, but they weren't getting the best players in the world. It took them time to transition from a shit club or a shit team to a good team that now could compete, to winning a couple leagues when they start adding Yaya Toure and Aguero. It takes time. You don't go from 1 to 10 right away. You have to go level.
But that's where I say.
I hear that, but what scares me is it seems like they've gotten nothing wrong yet. That's what worries me.
Because they're taking their time.
Miguel, that's my point. That's my
taking
point.
their time.
That's why FFP may work in their favor, because it won't allow them to spend the stupid amounts of money that Man City did with Wright Phillips or Adebayor.
They're going to start generating more turnover every year. Their turnover is going to increase. With more turnover,
don't worry.
With more turnover, you're allowed to spend more. You're going to start getting more sponsorships. They're going to rename their stadium like Etihad when they took the Manchester City Stadium and they made a sponsorship for that.
I don't know about that.
You're going to not necessarily, Ram, but you understand those little things where you start adding sponsors here and there, and your income is increasing every year. These are the things that are going to allow them to spend more, and now they're going to be an attractive club. Like next year, when there's talents around the world and they see Newcastle's in the Champions League, I would like to play in the Champions League. Who's in for me? Newcastle's in for me. Okay, I can consider that.
They've already got marketability because of it's Newcastle,
and it can only get better.
A marketable city, and also they're the only team in Newcastle. There's no other team.
Let's ask Hamza. How? Sorry, Alan.
I just wanted to say one thing in regards to Newcastle. When they got their money, we were all like, loads of us were sitting here last year and on other streams, basically saying it's going to take Newcastle to get to this point they're at now, 3 or 4 seasons. They're here now, playing really good football with a manager, and now they haven't ridiculously overspent, so they can go and spend, and they can also sell to recoup the money. They're not. It's not like they're completely cash strapped, or restrained. They've got. It's not as bad as you're making out, Ram. For me, they could easily spend 200 million and be comfortable if they sell players this season. It's not. I don't think they're as as held back as you think they are.
Alan, let me add something to that, Alan. I actually bought Newcastle to win the league next year.
What? I think that's a bit. I think that's a bit too much.
What? No, listen to me. You all can sign and laugh, because when I said Newcastle are gonna make top 4, people had a smoke smile, bro.
No, what is
Newcastle?
No. Top 4.
My guy. I bought Newcastle.
Look at Hamza's face.
Oh, let me finish. When I said Newcastle gonna finish top 4, people had a smoke smile, my guy, right? And now I'm saying Newcastle gonna go win the league, because the problem is Newcastle already huge head of a schedule. They got the money. They got Arab owners. Off we go.
Qasim, you being ahead of schedule doesn't mean you're going to win the league next year.
No.
Man City didn't win the league ahead of schedule.
I said it to you, and I said it early on the stream. Newcastle and City, the new British force.
They're not
Okay,
going to
so
knock off City
Yeah,
in
I
1
get
year
no,
because
but
they're ahead of
I get
schedule.
this.
Bro.
One
In
second,
the next
one
3 to
second,
4
one
years,
second.
yes.
So basically, because you predicted that they're going to make top 4 and you're correct, we should agree with you that they're going to win the
They're
league.
gonna go win the league again. They won.
So we should never question your predictions. That's basically what you're saying.
No, don't question my prediction again. No.
That black and white background that you have is making me start to
No,
thank you.
I'm telling you, bro. No.
Qasim,
This guy
you're
gave
not-
up
People
on
tried
Chelsea.
it, though.
One second,
Listen,
guys,
people tried
guys,
it, though.
guys,
They
guys.
got nowhere, bro. They got nowhere.
Qasim, I don't think Newcastle are winning the league next year, and the reason being because of Manchester City. And let's be honest, Hamza, what are you saying?
I said it. I said to. I think I say a couple months ago. I said, and I remember I recorded. I asked my friend. He's a hardcore City fan. He goes season ticket, and he said to me, "Listen, I'll never forget what he told me last year. He said, pray these guys don't get top 4 because if these guys get top 4, they are more of a threat than Manchester United." And it's true, absolutely true. There's one thing about it, yeah. That club is hungry. Their fans are hungry. They're hungry for success. They've got fantastic, bro. They have owners who understand football, who probably put things in place. They've already stolen people from Man City. Yeah, Manchester United is just this brand. You see when you see this Coca-Cola brand, yeah, Coca-Cola brand. But Newcastle is just that thing that I'm scared of. I'm always scared of new team that's hungry. Their fans are hungry and they've got unlimited funding. And you can play around like,
It's not unlimited funding, Hamza.
You
can't
can
say they
say
have unlimited funding.
the thing is, United are sad losers, yeah. United fans are so losers. They believe there'll come an era where they will dominate. I'm sorry. You will not dominate a game. You're not
I didn't say
dominating.
that.
The end is gone. It's gone. Even me, I have to accept. There comes to an era that my domination will not be continue to dominate.
Hamza, wallahi, when my Qatari cousins buy my club, I'm coming with different chest. Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna let you have it.
To me,
You better pray.
Newcastle are hungry for success. They'll build a fantastic force. Yeah, they need a structure in place. Once they get the structure in place, and now they've got the Champions League football, they will attract the players. I don't think they'll win the league, but I'll tell you when they will win the league. And remember this: Newcastle will win the league within 4 years' time, 100%, no doubt. There's no question. I don't question. They have more ambition than Liverpool Football Club. There's no doubt about it. They have more ambition owners than Liverpool Football Club. They have more ambition owners.
There we go.
Guys, it's spot on. Anthony Gordon is probably the only transfer I've seen them make recently that hasn't worked out.
Yeah.
No. Listen. Again,
What
let
they
me
need to do is get rid of the manager. They need to
Exactly,
get rid of Eddie
exactly.
Howe.
Guys, I'm sorry, but I want to get on to
That
Manchester
doesn't
City.
make sense. What Cass say doesn't make sense, bro. He's still young.
We have to move on. We've been on this topic
I'm
for a
not
little
listening, Cass.
I just wanted to make sure everyone got on top of it. Alan, you already said your piece on this. Ram, have you?
Well, Newcastle.
Yeah. How many years do you think it's going to take for them?
Yeah, like Hamza said, it's 4 years. Like Chelsea did it in 2 years, and they had like a fast track scheme with Mourinho and Abramovich. Man City took about 4 years, and that's when they had the likes of United, Liverpool, Arsenal, and Chelsea. That was the top 4, and then they broke that down, and they went in to cover that space. So it won't be incredibly quick, like Qasim saying, like it's next year, but it will be about 2 years time, 2 or 3 years time.
Okay, let me ask everyone in the comment section: over under 5 years for Newcastle to win the league. I say over. I think it will take them more than 5 years. Under.
From this
Under?
point, under 5, yeah.
Under 5. Qasim's saying next year, so he's saying under. Hamza's saying 4. Staffy, you there? People saying over. People saying 20
here,
years. Staffy, over under Newcastle win the league in 5 years.
Over. Easy.
Over. Okay. Now let's move on to Hamza. Hamza, you're top of the league. You told me a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't listen to you. I have the video. I'll play it for everyone if you want. You told me that in April, it's come. What would you call it? In April, honeymoon period is over. That's what you said to me. In April, the honeymoon period is over. Arsenal is not going to win the league. Manchester City is going to catch you in April. This is the time where you're going to slip up. And I didn't listen. What happened was April came, we played you, we dropped points against other teams, and we now find ourselves in a situation where after leading for the majority of the season, Manchester City are finally ahead of us in the league. And just for everyone who wasn't there when you first said it, I'm going to play the clip, but I hate to say it, but you were 100% right. Just like Qasim was predicting the top four, when someone's right and they say something, I don't shy away. I make sure I show everyone. So I'm going to play the clip for you. Here you go.
I said to everyone, April, and I said it to you, Ego, honeymoon period is done. Honeymoon period is done. You all laughed at me. You laughed at me. Now cry. I wanted to tell you the truth. It's better you accept it now than later on you are hurt. Before they played us in September, October, if you had played Liverpool in October, they were different when they played us. They had Thiago Alcantara, they had Luis Diaz, who's the most dangerous player. And you didn't play with them with those players. So this side had Curtis Jones, Fabinho, Henderson. Liverpool fans were throwing the towel. I was on Twitter telling Liverpool, have some shame. Have some shame and class. Defend your club to become a champion. You need to have it. I got that heritage Aguero moment. That Aguero moment when I broke Fergie, when Fergie was doing this to their fan base and they were like, oh.
Just as a small point, Curtis Jones is banging in right now, so it is what it is.
Yeah.
Small W. Small dub. Small dub.
People in the chat, Arsenal fans in the chat that made fun of Hamza on the day, make your apologies. Rival fans, this is your opportunity
I've
to
said
throw the
it.
models in the chat. Make your joke. Fair enough. Hamza, take it away.
Listen, whenever I call for this, people laugh at me. They laugh, and it happens to hurt them later on. I'll tell you a story. Liverpool, top of the league 2 years ago. We were 13 points behind them. Yeah, we conceded 5-2 to Leicester. I called Robbie Savage. I said, Liverpool bottle it. We'll win the league. When we sign a new defender next week, it came to show exactly what I said. I said, Trent was crap, Robertson's overrated, Henderson's just a headless chicken, and we will be special. I'm telling you. And I was right. I said it to you. This Man City team, we've created a monster. A monster that this league has never seen. I'm sorry to say that. When United were banging the league title with 78.79, you can't do that now. You cannot do that now. This is a different monster. You have to win league by
It's like Hamza has to bring this up every stream, bro. He loves to mention that we won the league with 80 points.
Not this 78,
Hey, guys,
74.
Stop. Everyone stop. Let him finish.
Let me say, when Man United won the treble, I told the United fans, they had 13 draws, three losses. That's 16 games out of 38. Nearly
And we still won it.
Of the games they didn't win it, but they became champions. That's Fergie era. That's Fergie era. 42%. Yeah, not winning again, and then you're becoming champions. Manchester City are a different monster. Pep's created this monster that we believe until the end. We don't give up. We don't give up. We don't give up. City frustrate us as fan base because they often start slow. I told you I'll win this league because I'm special. You bottle it. There you go. I had it already. April, I looked at your fixtures. Liverpool, West Ham, Southampton, Man City. Fans like Arsenal fans, you're telling me I was going to do standing ovation for Arsenal being Premier League champions. If not, it was the Chelsea game. People are saying Premier League champions 22-23. Are you joking? Bro, Manchester City Football Club is absolutely, we are beast. We've got leaders. And again, I'll tell you one thing. Because you bottled this league, I'm afraid to say something's going to hurt you. Yeah? I don't think you might come. It will take a bit of time for you to recover from this. Next year, you will not be the same again. Because it affects you psychologically. Wallahi, you've worked hard. You've chased City. You've not dropped points. It's come to the end. You bottled it. Players lose focus. Saka, no, you keep protecting. Saka's a young guy. Oh no, we can't say something about Saka. He's only... No. Leaders are born. You're born to be a leader. You're born to lead teams. I'm sorry, I don't defend that. If you're not a leader, don't come to my club. Saka, Partey, Odegaard is not a leader. Odegaard in big games will not grind it for you. You'll see in the Champions League next year when in the round of 16. When you face the likes of Bayern Munich, he'll be on the floor, mate. You'll get rattled, I'm telling you now. I have learned that, because of experience. Aguero moments, KDB, they don't accept anything other than success. Man City this season, if they only win the league, it's a failure. Look at the standards that we've raised in my football club. If I win the league by itself, it's the biggest failure. Why am I winning league? I'm Manchester City Football Club. I'm Manchester City Football Club. I won the Champions League. We have set standards that we want to be punching with Real Madrid. We want to fight Real Madrid. We want to fight Bayern Munich. We're the big clubs in Europe. We don't want to talk about big clubs. Oh, we're a big club. Oh, right here. Oh, dear Ego. Arsenal Football Club is a big club. There, your piece of paper. Take it. I don't want that. You can prove it. I want that trophy. And to us, when you came to our stadium, Ego, we saw fear. I told you a lie. Bournemouth, Southampton game. Your players should not be on the floor. After Southampton, are you serious? Why is Saka crouching on the floor? Wallah, I'll have a go at him. Why are you on the floor, you silly cow? Stand up. Stand up. You need to be ready. Don't worry if you draw games, Ego. Don't worry if you draw games. Stand up. Show you're not scared. When you came to my stadium, Ego, your fans were scared. Your players don't believe it. And now you're finished, Ego. It's just a matter of time. When am I going to get the league title? Is it the Chelsea game? Is it the Everton? Because it's definitely not going to the Brentford game. I'm telling you now. Remember what I said to you. We're not going to the Brentford game. We're not going to the Brighton game. We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that. You're not Liverpool. You're Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, you've led the race 93% of the race, but I win that race. Yeah, we will win that title. Remember what I said to you? Everton game. Everton game. Man City will be crowned champions. 2 games to go. We can rest our players for the Champions League final in Istanbul. We can rest them because we'll dunk on Madrid there now. And now Madrid is next. I'm calling out Madrid fans next.
And Hamza, what happens if you listen? What happens if you listen to Madrid?
I'm not joking.
What happens if you listen to Madrid, bro?
Madrid is
saw
next.
what happened last year.
No, no. I don't care.
You're done? Hamza, you're done? So
I'm finishing. 1 second.
After all of that, I'm just gonna say we're not going to be speaking about the Fulham game. I'm just going to say Erling Haaland scored 50 goals. Big up to Erling Haaland. Alvarez scored a goal. You guys look good. Imagine having Julian Alvarez as a backup. He starts for majority of teams in world football. He's not a backup for majority of teams in world football. Only your team probably. I don't know any other team where this guy doesn't start. Let's be honest. Can we name one team that Julian Alvarez doesn't start in world football?
I would take him in my team.
Barcelona, Real Madrid.
Where doesn't he?
No, he said
Barcelona, he would get games.
He wouldn't.
Yeah, Hamza, you didn't hear the question. He said where he wouldn't. He's actually agreeing with you that
where wouldn't he start? Where wouldn't he start?
Okay.
Oh.
Where would he be a backup?
I would start
Can
him
we
in my
name
team.
one team? Anyone in the chat? Can you name one team where Julian Alvarez is a backup?
I know Qasim.
Real Madrid, Barcelona. Real Madrid, Barcelona.
He would start there.
Bro,
You know it's ahead of Benzema.
Real Madrid might play him. Real Madrid might play him out of position.
People forgot that for Argentina in the World Cup, he played on the wing. He played on the left wing a lot.
Messi. He
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm looking at your team and I'm saying to myself, it's an actual cheat code. Like, no offense.
No. But give credit to City.
Team. I'm giving you guys credit. You guys have so much strength in depth that it's actually a joke. Some of the players you have coming up.
Give credit to City. Who made Julian Alvarez? Who sold Jesus and bought Julian Alvarez for 30 million? Give City that they're clever at buying. Bro, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. Don't say, oh, look, you've got such a great team. No, we make those players. We elevate Ake. We elevated Akanji. When we signed Akanji, wallahi, I can show you tweets. Dortmund fans was like, thank God we got rid of him. Dortmund fans was crying for Akanji to leave the club.
I'm just going to say this. To end off this segment of the game and come back to the Arsenal Man City part, I'm just going to say, to say Manchester United are going to fall off next season, to say Arsenal is going to fall off next season, this is hope, or this is more like banter or criticism. There's no real evidence to say this team that is on the up is going to now drop off or compete for top 4 or fall off or not finish in the top 4 or not challenge next year. What we've done this season, if it shows us anything, this could be the experience to help us get into the next level. Because I remember when Liverpool went from where they were to challenging, people said next season they're not going to challenge again. People said,
yeah, let me challenge actually what you just said. I'll tell you why Hamza said that, and I actually do agree with him. Sometimes it's hard to recover from losing. So when you lose a final, you didn't lose a final because it's a league, but coming in second place after leading the league for 93% of the way, this is what Hamza's trying to say. It might damage some of these players mentally to go again next year and redo the same thing. That's his point. When you talk about Man United, the only difference is that, yes, you did have technically a better season than us in the league, not the whole season, because we won a trophy and you didn't. We have more optimism because this year we were in Europa. We're looking forward to Champions. We won one cup. We have still another cup to play for. We see improvements that we can go on from. We finished third or fourth in the league. We're like, okay, we can go and challenge next year. These are the things that we are looking forward to. Whereas you are looking at, we bottle the league. Some of these players mentally might not be that strong to recover and say, let's go again. It took Liverpool. Liverpool won 1 in 5, but every year they said, let's go again, let's go again, let's go again. There's no guarantee that you're going to have the same mentality with some of these young players that they're going to go, let's go again and compete with City and go 93% of the way again. And then that 7% we're going to win. What's up, bro?
Can I just quickly say,
Miguel,
can you stop comparing your team to that?
No. I'm not comparing. I'm comparing the circumstance because people are saying Arsenal have hit their ceiling.
I'm actually saying that.
Do that then.
Because people have said this. People have said this season for Arsenal is comparable to the Leicester season. People have said this season is an anomaly. People have said Arsenal have hit their ceiling. People have said this is a poor league and Arsenal wouldn't be anywhere near the title race if it wasn't a poor league. There's so many excuses about why Arsenal are this and why this season is an anomaly. If we go again next season, everything's going to be disputed.
If you're gonna make it comparable to Liverpool, may I ask you what happened in that season where we lost the league by 1 point or we had 97 points?
I think you won the Champions League.
We won the Champions League. Do you know what's the best remedy for losing? Winning.
But yeah,
if we didn't win that Champions League, we wouldn't be the team that we are.
Absolutely.
Which is why
that's the thing. And that's the thing. Staffy's point makes a good point there.
Yeah, I was actually complimenting you, Ram, when I said that because you said I'm comparing.
Last year, when Lacazette hit the goal against Wolves, and we were looking like we're getting into top 4, people were saying, has Arsenal hit their ceiling? Last year, Gary Neville was quoted saying, when Mikel Arteta gets his team top 4, that's probably he should probably leave because there's no higher than this. There's always been doubters. We have to prove the doubters wrong. Hamza, nothing you've said can be disputed to the sense where it's like, oh, psychological.
But I'm telling you from experience.
The psychological point I can tell you is psychologically it hurt us to drop off and not get top 4 last season. We pushed on from that. The season before that, we didn't even get into Europe. We pushed on from that. Every single year, forget about the fans. This season, one second. This season is a learning curve, not only for the players, but for the fans. Because I never knew how mentally unstable some of these, I know how mentally unstable some of our fans are, but I didn't know how much pressure a title race puts on your fan base to be able to stay in it. Like, you guys have a level of calmness because you've done it so many years. We haven't done this. Even Ram, you guys were in the title races for how many years? Manchester United, Chelsea, how many years were you guys in title races? But let's be honest, the level of points totals that you did now, the level of competition that you have now, I just feel like it adds another level of intensity. Or maybe I was just too young to feel it the same way I'm feeling it now.
Let me give you an example. And I don't know, you probably don't understand. I watch a lot of football. I watch Turkish league. There's a team called Trabzon, yeah? They used to win the titles a long time ago. But because they hadn't won, they came close to winning a title, but they bottled it a game to go. Yeah? Bro, they've never recovered it. It's painful. It's painful. Even for me. Look, I've been in title race. I'm tired when Liverpool have to chase me, to the end. Well, it's mentally draining. Ask Rams, how tiring is it mentally?
I know it is, man.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. So I'm saying your players, your players have been special. I'm not saying that. I'm not cussing. I'm raving. They're good, excellent players. They've done well. But think about your Saka. You have worked yourself so hard. Every game, You throw away all the other competition, to
You didn't
concentrate
throw it away.
and to
You didn't
come to
throw
the
it.
end, Ego,
Hamza?
and to lose it. Ego, sometimes
Hamza?
you need the Vieiras. You see the
Hamza.
leaders.
Hamza.
These are leaders. You haven't
Hamza,
got a
you're
leader. It's a squad.
Hamza, listen, Arsenal, this whole thing about Arsenal next season, I want to know what everyone in the panel thinks and everyone in the chat. Do you guys honestly believe this Arsenal team have hit their ceiling and they will not be competing for the league next season? I just want yes or no's. Hamza believes
They
that.
will, but they'll not as much as they've done well.
Alan, do you think Arsenal will be competing next season?
Yeah, I think you'll be competing. Whether you'll be as close this season as you have been or anything like that, I don't know. But before this carries on, Hamza, I love you and all that, but you're out here saying about the April thing and all that stuff like that. But you said on numerous occasions this season, before the World Cup, Arsenal were going to fall off. After the World Cup, you'll see Man City come to their own and all that. You've said it on about 5 or 6 occasions, and you landed right on April as it looks so far. You're not you don't have all this like, oh, I knew it was coming, all that.
I knew it was coming 100%.
You guessed 5 or 6 times and you finally landed right.
No, I said April.
What you say? He's hedged his bets.
I did not believe Bournemouth was going to be Arsenal, Nottingham Forest.
Okay, you got it right in April. So
Thank you.
Congratulations, but you took 5 or 6 attempts at it. You never knew it was happening.
They still happened.
Ridiculous.
I think it's ridiculous to say Arsenal have reached their peak or they're going to struggle for top 4.
No, they will never do this well. How many games did you lose?
1 second. Ram, what are you saying? Do you think Arsenal have reached their peak or they're going to struggle for top 4 next season?
No. Not struggle.
I don't think you've reached your peak. I still think you'll be there or thereabouts, but it's really dependent on your transfer window. And if you recruit well, then 100% you'll be there or thereabouts. But if you don't and you recruit pretty poorly, then you're going to be scrapping out for top 4. And just to say, this is why I don't miss arrogant Hamza, man. Arrogant Hamza's the worst. It's like he's the worst, the absolute worst, especially with his shorts. His shorts are. He knows how to press people's buttons, and I know for a fact he pushed Igal's buttons right now. He has pressed all the buttons because Igal is raging right now. Igal is mad. Look at Igal. Igal, you good, bro?
Yeah, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because the way Hamza was talking, bro.
Go ahead, Staffy, because Ram just doesn't have anything to say. He's just trying to defuse.
No, I don't know. I just literally just said I believe Arsenal will be there or thereabouts. But I hate the fact that when Man City does well, Hamza's always out here with his chest, bro. And Hamza with chest is not a good look for everybody else because he knows how to rattle people. And he's good at it. So fair play, Hamza. Fair play.
I'm just a confident guy. Like, I'm seeing my team at the top. What do you want me to say? I'm not going to downplay and say, guys, it's okay to come second. Oh, don't worry. You'll be there next year. I don't do this. Otherwise, I'm lying to people. I'll be honest with you. I've always been that on the pitch. I've always been there. And I say, City have done well. We've got limited. We had short squad, like a small squad compared to last year, losing Cancelo, Zinchenko, Jesus. And City need to get this right this year. They need to get it right this summer because luckily Arsenal fell off. Next year we need to strengthen.
We're going to strengthen too. Everyone's going to strengthen. That's the reality. But let me just get through the panel. Staffy, do you agree or disagree?
I've said it before. I don't think you liked my opinion before, Miguel, but unfortunately for you, my opinion has not changed in a week. I think this current Arsenal team has reached its peak. I don't think you're going to go another league where you're leading by 93% of the way and then not win it and then go again and do it next year. I don't think you're going to do that. Daps sent a comment saying, well, City haven't won it yet. And, I can't say that Arsenal haven't won anything yet. First of all, Daps, you're my guy and everything, but I'm not. My name is not the United fan. My name is Staffy. When you see me on the chat, when you see me on the channel, when you see me on the show, you better know that right now I'm the best, the biggest Manchester United North American fan. So when you see me on a panel, the biggest American Egyptian is on this show. So you better put respect on my name. My name is not the United fan. My name is Staffy. And if you didn't know, now you know. And secondly, I don't think Arsenal will come back. I think you need big improvements to reach that City level. So either it's a manager or it's like 3 top signings for me. I already said it to you before and you didn't like it. I said Luis Enrique's out there, and I think
Nah, yo, 1 second. Daps, if you don't know, that's how he's introducing himself to you. Relax. It's nothing. It's not personal. He's just introducing himself. Anyways, go ahead.
No, Daps. I'm not saying anything. This is like Igal said. This is me introducing myself to you. You know, I had to have that big intro, bro. Gotta put my name out there. But no, bro. As I'm saying, yeah, I think for you to reach the City levels, you're gonna have to add like a big manager, a couple big players. You know, that's the only way I see you guys redoing this next year. As this current squad is, I don't see another race of 93% of the way just to bottle at the end. I don't think that happens.
Exactly.
Daps, I'm not see him saying that, bro. I'm not going at you. I'm just trying to, as I said, as Miguel said, I'm just trying to put my name out there, bro. You're good, bro.
Yeah, he's introducing himself to you. Basically
You're
asking,
good,
he's basically asking to bring him on Never a Foul. That's what he's saying.
I've been on Never a Foul before. You already forgot.
Oh shit! Really?
So
When?
now he won't forget.
I haven't. I'm just saying.
There you go.
I'm saying Daps and Kaz. I haven't been on Never a Foul.
I've been on Never a Foul.
You guys, man, are asking to come on, bro. Hook them up. But listen, they have their own panels. You got to be special to get on there, bro. Anyways, his introduction was disrespectful. It's definitely not.
I gotta be shamed with
yo,
someone,
bro,
man.
Dabs took it the wrong way, man. You can't.
I'm not disrespecting you, bro. I'm saying because you said Man United fan. I want people to know who that Man United fan is, bro. You're cool, bro. I'm not coming at you at all. It was just an opportunity for me to say it. You're good, bro. I'm not coming at you.
Yeah. What you gotta understand is, bro, different cultures, man.
Bro, that's how we talk, bro. That's how we Americans talk, bro. You know, I've been on a few shows. I've been getting a lot of hate. So most of the time, this guy with the fake accent, this and that. Listen, bro. Some people out there saying, "Oh, I'm making Americans look bad. You're disrespectful." Listen, bro. If you don't like me, bro, you can mute my part and you can listen to them. I'm here to do my thing, bro. Not Daps. I'm talking about the other guys. Daps. As I said again, bro. I'm not disrespecting you.
Yo, Kaz.
Nah, Kaz, bro. Come on, bro. I'm picking up your thing first, bro. You guys are doing good things. But yo, Jassim, let's move on to Jassim now. Jassim, Chelsea versus Arsenal. Do you have any confidence, bro?
Get a point for me.
First of all, let me pick up Stuffy, man. I am half Egyptian. My mom is Egyptian, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, my mom is half Egyptian, bro.
Oh, big up, bro. I didn't know.
It looks like running Egyptian blood, bro. We just too good. That's why it is. People call me a waffle, bro. Everything I said is true. How did that work out? But let's move on. Okay, people don't like me because I'm just too good. Let's go back to Arsenal. Okay, I have to agree with Ramsey. It's all down to the transfer egal. How much the owner gonna spend, and how much gonna back up egal. What's his name? Arteta. It's all down to the spending, bro, in the summer. Otherwise, egal, you're gonna struggle because, as I said to you again, the likes of Newcastle, United there, they're going to try to fight for top 4. I forgot about that league thing. And everything Hamza said is a spot on. City is elite. It's challenging for everything. That's why I like that Guardiola. He take every competition seriously. Regarding Arsenal is all down to the transfer egal. How much are they going to spend? And they go again competing. Otherwise, the egal is going to be difficult. Not just for you, egal, for everybody. If you're not spending, you're going to struggle.
Okay, now forget about everything else. Arsenal, Chelsea, do you have any confidence coming to the Emirates?
Oh, yeah, Arsenal. Oh, well.
Because we haven't won in 4 games. Shout out to everyone in the chat. Let me know your predictions for Arsenal, Chelsea right now. Let me know your predictions for Arsenal, Chelsea predictions. Let me know after this comment right here. Let me know what you guys. Oh shit! It should be the hashtag.
Well, what do you think, Egal? Do you think you're gonna win the game?
I'm going to you first, but I'm just gonna say Arsenal haven't been good for the last 4 games. Chelsea haven't been good for the last 4 months. It should be an interesting game to see what happens. The 2 teams balancing each other out. Personally, for me,
I've been sincere. I'm sincere, right? It's a difficult because Frank Lampard, bro. Come on, vibes and all this nonsense. No, man, I'm not sure. I think Arsenal will win that game, bro.
Yeah. I would love Tony Rice Caicedo. That is a world-class transfer winner right there, but that's impossible. I don't think we can get those 3 in in one window. I think we can get Casado and Rice. Ivan Toney, with everything going on with the betting scandal and everything else, we don't know. I don't know if any club would take him on until that's solved. But bringing it back to Chelsea, people are saying Arsenal's going to win easy. Arsenal's going to win easy. We need to smash you guys.
They're going to win that game.
We need to smash you guys. This needs to be. We need to do what Hamza did to us. We need to make sure we smack you in the first couple minutes, slap you in the face, make sure we get our bounce back, because we've been talking about bouncing back for too many weeks. I'm sick and tired of hearing the word bounce back. We need to actually bounce before we think about bouncing back.
But I'm not. You know what, again? Let me just stop a second. I'm not thinking about Arsenal right now, right? Because Arsenal.
What are you thinking about?
Let me tell you, Arsenal competing with City for the league, right? I'm thinking about Crystal Palace, bro. They won again. I'm thinking about Bournemouth.
Why?
Again, you've been listening to me, my guy. Crystal Palace is gonna above us. Right? Can you hear me now? Right?
Yeah.
Right. Crystal Palace gonna above us. That's what I'm thinking about. Bournemouth just won today. They're about a point or two behind us. Or same point. Same point. We're in trouble, bro. I'm not thinking about Arsenal. Arsenal, they go.
Where are you in the league?
We 13, 12, something like that. Somewhat stupid.
Can I say a fun fact?
It's worrying, bro. It's worrying.
No. Gal, can I say a fun fact?
Yeah.
Bournemouth have the same amount of points as Chelsea.
Yeah. That's what I'm worried about. You're talking about Arsenal. Arsenal fighting in a different thing, bro. We just.
You honestly believe you're going to get relegated? Like, come on.
What did I say that? I never said that. I said, I am now questioning every Chelsea fan, asking for Frank Lampard to be back for the vibes. It's the worst manager I ever see. Here we go. Now, Bournemouth in the same point. Crystal Palace gonna above us. We're in trouble, my guy.
I can sense Chelsea getting a point. Imagine Chelsea get a point. Imagine Chelsea.
We can't even get that, Hamza. We can't even get that, bro.
Oh my God. Hey, go. If Chelsea get a point off you,
that'd be you'd be finished.
People come for your manager.
You're finished, bro.
Yeah.
Just go incognito, bro. Just don't stay off social.
Listen,
I'm not winding him up. Listen, was it guy from I've been sincere with you now.
Tuesday, come 10 o'clock. If we leave the Emirates with a loss or a draw to Chelsea Football Club, it is an absolute embarrassment. I will treat losing or dropping points to Chelsea at home the equivalent to losing or dropping points to friggin' Bodo Glimt. That's the level of Chelsea.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Damn.
Port Vale or Plymouth.
Bro, forget about Port Vale or Plymouth. Bodo Glimt. Listen, I want to know everyone's predictions for Chelsea Arsenal, because in my opinion, Arsenal have to smash Chelsea. We need to get ourselves back in winning ways. We need to do the right thing and smash them. Did you guys see what Brighton did? Did you see what Brighton did? Rotating their squad. There is no excuses for Mikel Arteta with the squad that he has and the team that we have to fall off the way that we've had with Saliba out. We cannot blame this whole thing on Saliba. I love Saliba. I love my team. I love my manager. But as an Arsenal fan, I'm sick and tired of blaming everything on one player. That's ridiculous. We have to be honest and truthful. It's not one player. It's also Tomiyasu. But forget about the injuries. You should find a solution. As a manager, you have to find a solution. What he's been doing lately is really insane. You don't play the same team 4 games in a row and expect anything from that game. If we play the same team against Chelsea that we played against Manchester City, and I see the same performance, Mikel Arteta, he's cost us this season single-handedly.
It's going to be 3-0 at least to Arsenal. They're just going to smash Chelsea. Let's be honest. I don't see Chelsea scoring. I don't see Chelsea getting a point. And if it weren't for Graham Potter, you guys be getting relegated. It's just a bit too late in the season. The other teams taking points off each other. That's how bad you've been. It's going to be a walk in the park for Arsenal.
Everyone agrees? I don't see you guys saying anything.
3-0.
Arsenal expected to win.
Okay, fair enough. Everyone kind of just agrees. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I feel like the Chelsea game is the remaining highlight. Is there any other games? I think Man United play another team. Who do you guys play midweek?
Brighton.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
Man United Brighton. No way.
Yeah,
I
I'm
might
right
be
about
wrong.
that.
I might be wrong.
Yeah. You're right. Brighton Thursday.
Man United, Brighton. Yo, you
In
guys are gonna
Brighton.
get.
Thursday. Brighton,
we're not-
definitely.
That's
Yo, you guys are gonna
fair
get.
enough.
You guys are gonna lose.
It's at
Yeah.
home, bruv. Calm down.
So wait,
It's in Brighton,
Wait,
bro.
they're
It's not-
home against Brighton.
No,
Is
no,
that-
no.
is that
We're going to
Brighton?
Brighton. We're
No,
going.
wait,
Sorry,
wait,
sorry.
I gotta lie to you.
I read that
Listen,
wrong. I
listen.
read that wrong. Sorry.
I'm gonna say
sorry.
this: Man United and Brighton at this moment in time, they're playing at the same level. Because Brighton have raised their level. No insult to Man United. No insult. You have better players. You're a better team. You've been better, consistent throughout the season. But at this moment in time, Brighton are in such hot form. I would say they are playing on the same level as Man United.
I'd say Brighton are playing a level above United in terms of the players that they have. Like no one expects the players to be playing the way they are. While some of the United players, you kind of expect them to play the way they are because they've got some good players. I think for Brighton, it's more the case of we don't know these players were that good, and they're just performing up another level. So maybe there's the argument for that, but yeah, they're both good teams, man.
Yeah,
Okay.
Brighton.
Man City, West Ham?
I don't see how we win.
Everyone, put your predictions after this game. We're gonna talk about Man City, West Ham after. Staffy, quick prediction. What are you saying?
I'm gonna get clowned for this for talking with all this chest, and then I'm about to predict my team losing. But fucking 3-1 Brighton, bro.
You better no.
He's honest. At least he's honest.
Listen, bro. As I said before, I'm a big Man United fan, but I'm an honest Man United fan. At the end of the day, I'm a football fan. At the end of the day, I'm a football fan. At the end of the day, bro. And I sit there and I watch games with my eyes. I don't just watch games with my heart. I want us to win. We've had a terrible record away from home, losing 3 to Sevilla, losing 7 to Liverpool, 6 to City, 4 to Brentford. God knows what other games. 2 to Newcastle. It's just another loss, bro. I would love to get something out of it. I think 3-1 Brighton.
So how come some United fans saying we're going to win it, bro?
Listen, bro, we could win it. I don't know. Listen, I trust my manager enough in these tough games to pull out results. I just don't think this is one of them. Like, I really don't think it's one of them. You know?
What do you mean?
One second. I want to hear what Hamza says. Hamza, what are you saying?
I think Brighton will beat them
What's the score?
2-1 or 3-1.
See,
Man,
something.
this is all reverse psychology, bro.
It's really not, Rami. You want me what? You want me to make a fool out of myself or come out here and say we're gonna win and then we don't win? Like, it's,
Yeah, it could
I
be
can
a
do that for
close
clicks.
win.
Yeah,
is
bro.
everyone,
win.
is everyone
Ramsey.
going with the Man United win? Or, I mean, Man United loss?
Yeah.
No, not me.
Bro, they
What are
just
you going
spanked. Who did they just spank 6? They just spanked Wolves 6.
Wolves.
They want revenge. Yeah. Okay, we're better than Wolves. I'm not saying that, but
Yeah.
they want revenge for what just happened in that semifinal. Bro, it's just no reason to have Mitoma rested, McAllister rested, Caicedo
2-2.
rested. Huh?
2-2.
I would love to have it. I just don't know what's gonna happen.
You think like me, bro? I'm about to go 2-2 as well. Yeah,
That's
Desmond
you too?
2-2, man.
just stop me, but yeah.
Desmond 2-2.
Alan?
Yep, that's what I said. 2-2.
Alan says 2-2.
Desmond 2-2.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Brighton. I think Brighton keep a clean sheet. Man United don't score. But you know what? No one's picking Man United to win. That's crazy. I think that's crazy. Because at the end of the day, even though it is Brighton have been good this season, let's be honest, Manchester United to lose to Brighton away is and all of us to predict this, or at least not pick up all 3 points, just shows how far the club has come. And you got to give that club a lot of credit. They run very well. Wow, what a prediction. Now let's go to Man City. Anyone picking West Ham to get anything off of Man City? No.
It'll be a close game, though.
Tough game. Tough game.
Hamza, stop
Oh,
it.
no.
You always do this.
Wallahi, tough.
Hamza, why are you lying?
No,
Egal. Hamza's right. West Ham has got a good record against City. They always play well against City, bro.
Remember?
Wait, is it
Hamza-
Etihad or thing?
Wait. There's one United fan here. Mata said they're gonna win 3-1. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Hamza, is that Etihad or is that
Etihad.
They're winning.
No, they're winning that one.
No, but
my
let
God.
me tell you why.
Wallahi,
Let me tell
if
you.
Michailo Mudryk scores his first goal against Arsenal, I'm not making
my
no
God.
bets, but oh my God, that would hurt.
That would be funny. Oh, sorry. That would be the perfect description of scripted in the history of scripts.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Hamza, take it away. Score prediction, bro.
West Ham are fighting for relegation. The City are tired. Rodri cannot be rested. We need to win the title. They'll come there with a clear game plan.
Are you at home?
Yeah, we're at home. Pack the bus. They'll not come forward. They'll pack the bus, and hopefully they can come and attack us. And I think it will be difficult for us. It will be very, very difficult for us. But I think we'll just manage to win 2-1, or 3-1 just. But we have to be very careful what's harm. I told City fans, be very careful, Fulham. Be very careful. Don't be cocky like Arsenal fans. Just humble yourself. Go to game by game by game. Tomorrow is time game. Keep quiet. Listen, it's a big game. Do not underestimate anyone in the Premier League. Don't underestimate anyone. Respect every opponent. Yeah, that's the way you go to the game with thinking this guy might get a draw. And that's the only way for us to win. Kevin De Bruyne might not play for that game. We might play this starting 11 again. Similar. Yeah. Leeds will be easy. Leeds is Saturday. That's easy. But West Ham at home, I'm telling you, Nightingale, if I was an Arsenal fan, watch that game.
Okay. So you're not going to give me an answer?
Probably 2-1 or 3-1. 2-1. Just. I'm going to have to predict my team winning. Obviously, I will have to predict my team winning. That's a fact. But I'm not saying like 5-0. I said I was going to beat you easily. But West Ham is going to be a difficult one.
Listen, I find it hard to believe that Arsenal game is going to be your easiest game for the remainder of the season. I think you're going to have a couple games where you have easy games. But everyone here is saying Man City smash West Ham?
Yeah, about 3-0, 3-1, one of them.
3-0, 3-1.
I wouldn't say smash, but 3-1. 3-1.
People are saying West Ham.
Antonio will score, I think. I think I said it before. I think the only tricky game for Manchester City is going to be Everton away.
Everton away. Yeah, you know what? Kaz
away.
Abs also said the same thing, I think, and Nubbins also said the same thing. They're more worried about that Everton game because Everton are in the middle.
All right,
Everton are dog shite.
I know, but it's just.
Yeah, but the 10 of us are going to say in it.
Them again already, so it's like the same team that's picked off points a few before. Now,
bad.
Who do Liverpool play?
Fulham at home.
Oh, you're gonna win.
Yeah, Fulham don't have a great away record, and our home record is pretty good.
So I don't know. It's last year or year before.
What?
1 second. I forgot to get Alan and everyone's take on the Man City game. Everyone's saying Man City smashed them, right?
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, I've already said about 3-0, 3-1. I've already given it.
Afi?
Say that again, bro.
What's the score, Man City? What's that?
West Ham are home, right?
No, away.
Oh, Man City away. I mean, West Ham away. 3-0 City.
Okay, it's done.
If it was in London, I would say different.
It'd be tough, yeah.
Yeah, in London. Okay. What's it? London Stadium.
Yeah. So if it was in London Stadium, you'd be different. But the fact that it's in Etihad is done. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like they struggle every year against West Ham, just not at home. I don't think they struggle to West Ham at home. I think they struggle when they go away to West Ham. Yeah,
even at home. No, even at home.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, so I don't think they struggle this game. 3-0 for me.
Okay, Liverpool-Fulham is the final game, and I'm just going to say my prediction for Liverpool-Fulham. Liverpool are going to make it difficult for themselves, and they're not going to keep a clean sheet because they're incapable of keeping clean sheets, but they're going to win a high-scoring game.
Alisson should have like 2 extra clean sheets in the last 4 games. But he doesn't. It's in front of him. Like, come on. Like, seriously, bro. Flip me. But, yeah, like you said, Egal, I said it before. I don't think Fulham have a great away record this season. And we have a quite good home record this season. Put those two together, you got yourselves a kind of plain scored victory, but we never make it easy for ourselves. So
but you don't lose at home. So don't predict a loss, obviously.
Yeah, I won't say a loss, but 1-0, lucky 1-0 maybe.
Damn. You know what? I think that's pretty much it. And everyone, what's your takes on Liverpool? Do you think they can lose at home to Fulham before we move on to the final thing and we got to go?
I think Liverpool win again. Yeah, they have good momentum going on right now.
Yeah, I don't see Liverpool losing. But there were. So does anyone think Liverpool drop points against Fulham? Because I think it's just it'd be unprecedented.
Fulham will score though. Fulham will
Yeah,
score though.
2-1. 2-1. Liverpool can't keep clean sheets for shit.
Bro, I'm hoping for
I,
one.
I, I
Van
think,
Disney
I
in the
think
back.
Ramsey knows that better than me. I think the defense really needs sorting out. I mean,
Yeah, bro.
Liverpool's they need at least 7, 8, 9 players.
Van Disney gotta go, bro.
Bro, that sheet is looking hella brown right now. Well, that's what I'm saying.
What does that
Hella
mean?
brown,
I did
hella
understand
brown
that.
stains everywhere, bro.
What? I've never heard that term in my life.
I don't know what that is.
What?
I
Where
just
would
came
you-
up with it, man. Normally,
Alan,
you have
translate.
I don't know.
Oh,
bro.
the clean sheet. Okay. I didn't understand what that meant. Yeah, he's saying
If you have a sheet, the clean sheet is basically
Oh,
charcoal.
shit, yeah.
I'm saying the sheet is full of
Okay.
brown
I thought it-
stains all over
Yeah,
it.
Yeah,
bro.
I thought it was a
So you've
comeback
got
for the
clean
Van
shit.
Disney
Is that what you
comment.
guys think he was saying?
Yeah, I thought it was the Van Disney
Chelsea
comment.
Chelsea are the worst informed team in the Premier League. But guys, before we wrap up, I just want to ask one question. Ivan Toney scored 20 goals all comps this season. Why is the guy not spoken about higher?
Because he plays for Brentford.
I think he's a
I'm sorry,
quality-
but that's just the truth of it. He plays for
Yeah,
Brentford.
pretty much.
But bro, Ollie Watkins was linked to Bayern Munich today.
Huh? No, they're not. No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
saw that. But that has to be
Ollie
fake.
Watkins was linked to Bayern Munich today. I'm telling you right now, Ivan Toney's a 10 times better player than Ollie Watkins.
I agree. Yeah, I agree with you. I just don't think I believe those rumors that he's going to Bayern. No way. No way. You're selling Sadio Mane to buy Ollie Watkins. Like, what kind of backwards shit is that? Like, you don't do
That
that.
might be true. Yo, people, we almost are finished the video. I don't know if we're past 100 likes yet. Please do get us past 100 likes on the video. God damn, we're only 12 likes away. It takes 2 seconds if you guys all like the video. But yeah, anyone here would take Ivan Toney at their club? I know you would replace him with Kane, wouldn't you, Alan?
If Kane goes, I'd take him. Yeah, I'll take Ivan Toney.
Okay, you take him at United, staff?
Wait, say that again?
Would you take Ivan Toney at United?
On a heartbeat, yeah. I mean, away from his suspension for next season, if you're talking just about footballing ability, yeah, he would start for us any day of the week.
Okay. Qasim, you take him at Chelsea?
Yeah, bro. But listen, I'm waffling, bro. I promoted Tony, bro, when he used to play for Newcastle, and it's
You know what? Qasim is promoting all his own predictions, bro.
I'm the first person to promote Tony, bro. When he smashed
Bro, you're
the
not.
championship.
You're not.
You know what? Wait. You know what Chelsea can say? He's not Chelsea standard. The guy is physique. He can hold the ball. He's technically good. The guy is amazing, bro.
Yeah, Qasim, but they said the same at Man United. They were like, "Oh, you're gonna replace Ronaldo by Tony," and look at it 2 years later. It looks stupid. I get what you're saying, but I feel
Tony,
like
he loves the Premier League. He done it in the. What I like about Tony is he did it. He did it in the rough bit, which is a championship, and he done it in the
League
Premier
One
League.
as well.
The guy is tough, bro. That's why you need
agree.
mentality.
Do people
I
not
agree.
believe me when I'm a credible source, guys? I'm seeing articles about Ivan Watkins to Bayern, and I was shocked too. But it's actually
there was
happened.
articles.
There's-
Gallo's
let
not
me-
lying, guys. It's not his
let me-
opinion. He's saying what he
let me
saw, and
show
that was
you.
true.
Yeah, it was from the Mirror. The Mirror reported that Ollie Watkins is linked to Bayern. But yo, guys, we're gonna have to wrap this up.
Come on, Gal.
We're gonna have to wrap this up. We've gone for an hour and 45 minutes, obviously, because this is an extremely long week with a lot of double game weeks. So we've had to get through all of those also. But yeah, Chelsea prediction will be happening tomorrow with Have Hope, hopefully. And Tuesday, I'm gonna have another preview with Matisse, hopefully. So yeah, keep an eye out for those 2 videos. In the meanwhile, I bid you guys adieu. Alan, time added on. Don't forget to go check out his channel, guys. Qasim's channel. Don't forget to check out Qasim's channel, people. Do you have a show coming up, Qasim, today?
Maybe tonight, yeah. After I finish with you, bro, I'm gonna go live here. I gotta talk about Chelsea versus Arsenal.
What's the show called?
I didn't organize it. I'm going live about 11:30. So I'm gonna still do the thumbnail and stuff like that.
Okay, so guys,
I had a busy day to sit to you, so I'm gonna go live in 40 minutes time. Yeah. I'm gonna talk Arsenal.
Q&A TV. Staffy, you set up your channel yet?
No, but look forward to that. As I said, just stay following me on socials. You'll get the news when it's ready to drop. So just follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and when that drops, you know.
I'm not gonna lie, the energy today in the panel was amazing. The love and support from the chat, everyone was amazing. Guys, don't forget to check out Ram's Twitter account. He doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. I've been telling him to make a YouTube channel where he can post daily content, but he only wants
have
to
a
do
YouTube channel,
FIFA.
but I just don't.
You just want to play FIFA on there, though. What's wrong with you, bro?
I just don't post. I just don't post anything. I'm trying to think of something. Because I keep on talking about football too much, man. I want to do something different, you know. So
As enough. Big up United Devil. He says an opposition fan, fair play. You the man, bro. Big up my guy. I always see you supporting all the people. Big up, man. People saying Ram needs YouTube. 100%. People miss you, bro. Big up, everyone. Make sure you do hit that like button on the way out. Leave a comment on the playback, and check me out tomorrow with the preview with Have Hope. Hopefully tomorrow. I'm out of here, people.